This could be Bolts and Spanner's first intro. We're going to see Terrell's car and talk a little bit about it to show where it's starting from and share some of the plans along with that.
Look at that. I say we just do a headlight delete. Boom.
We got plenty of options, my guy.
We do. I mean, the car, eventually will go out every now and again. I plan on cleaning up the plastic, making everything nice. This, I don't know who thought that was, probable, but
Oh, that is special.
yeah, it's quite special. Is the way I would word that. But body moldings are good.
And the paint mold is coming in nicely.
Yeah.
Well, there's a mathematical way to measure the sag.
Dude, you can visually see it.
Are
You
they
don't need to measure it.
Are they even the same tire?
I don't know.
50 R17. They're the same tire. I love the hot air intake.
Yeah.
That's actually the
But there's no headlight there, so
So, in all seriousness, something that I've seen people doing here is just taking a funnel up from fog light, and you would definitely need a different pipe here to get it up and build a shield around it. Shrouds are just a Prussian. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. A lot of things, but I think we will by the time this thing runs.
yeah. All of this gotta come out. They had aftermarket HIDs, or had factory HIDs.
I feel like everything I've read about any of them is it's just a massive, colossal waste of time. And hopefully we can get you back to factory.
That's what I'm hoping for. Because I'm going to be autocrossing it, and hear me out. It's something we can discuss in the video. And depending on the views, yeah, that's for the lags. That thing's terrible. That's why I don't close it all the way. The M-Tech 2 there. I think I want to go pre-facelift, which would be pretty much the entire front coming off.
What does MK2 mean? You're just saying, you're just saying the second.
it's
the
MK2.
second. It's the LCI bumper? No. Okay.
No. It's so with this, you have your CHP, you
Yep.
have your M-Tech, and then M-Tech 1, M-Tech 2, and then you're going to have your M3. So I really want to do the pre-facelift, which the main difference is instead of the headlight coming here, it does that. It's a bit older, like this is an 04, so that's an 03, and I think some 04s had it. But I found it a lot easier to find parts for that.
Fascinating. It's the total opposite on the E90s because they did such a short run of the pre-LCIs.
Mm-hmm.
So 06 and 07, and not even all of 07, is pre-LCI. And then the rest of 07 until 2011 and 2012 is all LCI stuff.
We have several wheels to choose from.
Do you still have those old Subaru wheels that you got?
That's what's at the top.
That's hilarious.
Those bolt pattern wise won't fit.
No.
But
we could trade them for something that might.
so I'm thinking getting rid of these and these because these are 19s.
Yeah.
Look at what I feel like 18s is max.
Yeah, and even with an 18, it's going to be hard to do an R40 unless we do a really good job with getting the fitment.
Which brings me back to wanting to do the M3 style. I'm not going to say M3 front end, M3 style front end, to give a little bit width here. But then it leaves, what do we do with the rear?
Sag it.
It's already sagging. We don't need to do anything for that. Yeah, I wonder who did that. This was a perfectly good taillight until someone put their hand through it.
Oh, that's
That
right. I was
someone-
pushing the car onto the trailer because it doesn't run.
But it also, the hand that did it was Anyway, the
If you let it keep getting rainwater, we could probably put some fish in there.
well, you know what? You
Where?
should have taped it because, like I said, hands that look like this were not the ones.
We can tape this right now. And we don't have to hear this man complain anymore. You know what this is for?
No, what is that for?
This is because
I mean, you could at least try to make it look uniform,
I could.
but you won't.
But I won't. This is because I discovered way back in the day magnets weren't sticking to my car for autocross because there's Bondo all over the store. And so when I put magnets on the front of my car, I have to tape the front edge so it doesn't come flying off. I learned
There
that.
shouldn't be enough Bondo that a magnet does not stay.
Go tap your fingers. You can feel the chunk.
That's god awful.
Yeah, I bet there's about 5 pounds of Bondo in that door.
They said, to hell with bodywork, let's just putty it. It'll be fine.
I mean, to be honest, I bought it not knowing it. So good on them, I guess.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the paint's holding up. That's
Well, that's one of the things. It's definitely starting to chip away in some different spots. But that's at least a reasonable chip fix.
So does that mean that we work on wrapping this car before we wrap the car that's going to be faster around the autocross?
Wrapping desperately needs to happen for the roof here. It is just...
Well, that Carolina sun, you only have a small matter of time, especially if it's black. You should do something cool like Damascus. Black Damascus on the roof. That would be fire. Yeah, and realistically, at the end of the day, doing the Damascus, it'll look like it's black, essentially with just a pattern, and when the sun hits it, it'll have a reflection to it that I think will take well off of this.
Bolts and spanners, adventure number 1.
Yeah, watching you climb through.
Oh, the camera's coming with me. You guys are coming with me.
One of Stuart's cousins are in there, just ask them kindly to leave and,
Who?
retreat. Stuart, like Little Mouse.
Oh.
Steam.
It's really nice in here. Just don't blow a fuse, okay?
Yeah. Ugh. If you do, we got a replacement. I've been inside of this car in
What?
2 years.
That's broken.
What is it?
Nothing?
Is it the side skirt?
No, it's more of a seat.
The seat broke?
Some of it.
Holy shit. Every time you get in this shit, something breaks.
I'm gonna keep going.
Every time.
Ugh. I still don't even understand why the door literally... Yeah. Well, my wife calls my BMW broken, but I think this one takes the label for that.
You're in there talking shit, don't do it.
I said it's beautiful.
Hey,
Just like
Cubby's back here.
you. That's really step one to all of this, is just getting a battery in here. Then
Yeah, but we gotta drain the fuel
drain,
first.
well, yeah. 100% drain the fuel.
Hey, let's not break anything on your way out.
Yeah, we'll Ugh.
We still have the original roadside. You picked the most ridiculous ways to climb out.
Do you see the shape this is?
You should have come feet first.
I'll show you feet first. I made it worse.
See?
See, feet first sucks.
Yeah, but at least you could scoot and put your feet on the ground.
I'll show you. So I learned my lesson the 100 times I did this, this is what it's like doing it this way.
And look at that. Look how much easier.
Now I'm bending my back off.
You act like you're some 50-year-old fucking man.
That's not how people bend, Terrell.
I don't know. I feel like some do. Only
That brings me to my next project.
This is gotta go. I think the only thing holding that on there is you saw all I did was take that out and look at all this lovely movement we have here. It's not coming off on that end because I think it's bolted there.
I don't think it is.
No, right there. Look. You just looked at the bolt.
That's for the crash bar to the actual bumper, not the bumper cover.
No, I think the bumper cover is screwed into it. I want to say I saw a screw somewhere. But this side pulls right.
Holy shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be fun. I mean, it's a hardware fix. Might as well clean up the
Yeah,
crash bar.
I agree.
But I do want to get rid of all this wiring. I am a bit of a wiring professional, so getting this shit all tidy and loomed the way it's supposed to, like this bothers me. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do, a lot. But the good thing is everyone's gonna get to see a car go from not running, which it did initially run. We get to start from scratch. Good thing is we got grills.
You have a grill.
No, there's a box somewhere in here, I think, that has 2 grills. So we found one grill. I don't know where the other one is. I don't think it's down
Is it
there.
the left one?
But no. Well, I mean, it's the left one, but not
The left one.
not technically the right one. But here you go. Here's that. We can always order grills. That's probably least.
One repair coming up, Terrell.
We'll have to do a center support bearing and a Weebo. Outside of that, we should be okay. Why are you struggling with that?
I'm worried the whole hood is going to come apart.
Well, we got to replace it anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. The hood's not the same.
Then why would we put the grill in?
To see, duh.
Hood here.
You know what? Every time you do something, it's super simple. This way.
Welcome to today's episode on Does Terrell Grill or Does Terrell Grill?
You know what? Like again, because every time you
Because like. Because what?
first mods.
Here, how to build a
So-
E36 in 4 minutes.
Well, it's an E46. So
Whatever this is.
I think we.
I
need
thought it
this
was.
ramen.
Here.
I feel like we need this.
Are you ready? Done.
Look at that. Don't close all the way.
I would never.
That looks a lot better though. So we're definitely gonna do.
Here we're gonna do the B-roll montage of how much better this is.
We'll have some wiring to do because these are cut. I'm not sure why. Don't
Know
don't
what your
know
problem
what-
is? There ain't no gas.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is there is gas in it. The gas is 2 years
Oh,
old,
look.
but there is gas in it.
You know, at least it's a big fan of wildlife.
The good thing is though, we would have had to get it regardless because we're not
Yeah.
fixing this shit. So if you leave this facelift hood, it almost looks like eyelids. I don't think I'm gonna do that because it's not gonna line up with the bumper. We'll post pictures of what that looks like, and I think it'll look stupid. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking going the wider fenders, which brings me back full circle. Do we get flares for the rear and cut that?
You know my position on that.
You like to run spacers, so I really don't care your position on that. But it looks like what width did you say this tire was?
I didn't even look at the width. I was just looking at the height. but it's a 215, so that's every bit of.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
And these are what?
those are 255.
So, I feel like a 255, we're gonna rub.
No.
You don't think we're gonna rub with a
That's why
255?
we're putting the over fender on.
Well, I'm saying if we didn't over fender, but we need to find an over fender that's gonna have M3 style bumper.
Well, what we're gonna need to do first and foremost is find how much back spacing you have. You have tons of room. So, I mean, that's probably a good 2.5, 3 inches of back spacing before you're touching that strut. This car is falling into my eye slowly. But
It's not overly rusty though, that's a good thing.
it's actually not, and that's why this is actually as much fun as we're making so much fun of it. It's not
It's a
the
solid
worst
platform.
candidate. It's going to be great. The chassis is reasonably difficult, but reasonably ready to go.
Yeah, and everyone will watch me go from literally never taking an autocross course to doing it in this. And then they're going to see that my times are faster than yours, and they're just going to be...
I really appreciate you adding humor to this.
Hey, you know what? I feel like, and it's just me, one season, and we'll be right there.
I feel like this is one of those points where there's some crazy bet made, like totally bald, shaved head type deal, dyeing.
You know, I'm already
Hair.
losing my hair, so I feel like
Tattoos.
this wouldn't be a bad thing if we did bet balding. That by the end of my first season, in this car, when it's completed, I will be right there with you.
We'll have to determine what that actually means, and if we're talking raw time or PAX time.
Well, we're definitely raw time.
You know, we're talking the same tire, street tire, pro tires.
Definitely not thinking of pro tire, because I don't want to try and break it as soon as we get it together. But
Look at this guy.
the car will be full interior. You know,
Will it?
I'm going to do replacement. What is it? Bach Auto or something like that does replacements for the factory speakers.
I hear Alibaba's the place to go for that now.
That's not gonna happen. Anyway, everyone's gonna get to see Hampton do body work. I'll show them how to do that. Repair some dents.
I have attempted a dent repair once.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do it the right way.
Involved a coat hanger.
That's probably not the best. But the good thing is none of the body lines are damaged. So it's gonna make for a fairly simple wrap. It's just learning how to do it. And I've only ever tried to wrap small intricate pieces like on the Ultima. So bigger panels I feel like might be a little bit easier. But we'll see. You know, we're probably gonna keep this thing bone stock. I'll drive out of it. It's got 200,000 miles on it. And when it blows up, maybe, the channel will be where it needs to be and we'll throw a K-Series in this thing and just be done.
We're going to need to make friends with someone who restores E46s to know what pieces are actually missing. I
Yes.
think it's going to...
The idea for the car is to be able to get it to autocross comfortably and to look nice enough to just go to a Cars and Coffee. Maybe Hampton will finance me getting a cage or something like that.
I can stop at Home Depot on the way home.
We're not going to do that. But, we've got a lot of cool stuff in here, and we
This
haven't
is
really
sick.
gone through the car to see what all is actually in here. We're missing some tools.
Okay, let's go over here.
Nope. We're not going to do that either. But, overall, it's a solid platform.
Oh look, the dog is a poop.